Hello everybody and welcome to some more FIFA 15 content. We are currently on the web app and I'm going to go through a couple of things to try and help everyone out when it comes to sort of trading, getting started. This is what I do and it seems to work for me every year. I've been playing Ultimate Team since I think it was FIFA 11. Yeah, FIFA 11 was my first Ultimate Team, so I was 1 year behind, but you know that was the first time that I've been using it, and yeah, it's every year it seems to go okay. Currently no coins, no FIFA points, none of that. Actually, I'm on the wrong account as we speak. That's the one of the other Xbox accounts. So we're gonna hop on to my main Xbox account. Unfortunately, I'm not actually gonna be able to use anything I do on this account because I'm using the PS4 this year. But the way that I tend to get started, so I open up all the packs, and I had sort of 5 or 6 packs, I think, from all my different, all of the years that I've been playing and that sort of stuff. And I got like a couple of pages of, you know, decent enough players, really, gold players. I got a Steed Malbronk who looks like he has been absolutely shat on this year. You know, it's all pretty average stuff. There's nothing impressive here, but not really expected. But the first thing I would suggest, right, is when you get all of these players, is to have a look at them. Are they going to sell? Probably yes, they probably will sell. But think people like Wanderson, Darren Fletcher, Alex Teixeira. You know, it might just be better to quick sell them because that might be a better way around it. But what I would recommend doing is just listing them all up on the transfer market. All of these players, list them. Just put them up. You don't need to put them on a ridiculous buy it now. They can just be on sort of... You don't even need to put them up as a buy it now. I would recommend it on players like Wanderson and Fletcher, you know, and Teixeira, as I said. But maybe like if you can put them up as on a buy it now, put them up for like 400 or 500 coins, bin. But players like Parejo, who look decent enough, Gonalons, who looks like he's going to be a good option for a League One starting team. You got Rami, who's got good defending and physical, Sebastian Kell, and Maya. Players like this, I would say put them up. But put them up for, like Maya, I would say list on the transfer market, you know, put him up for something like, I don't know, 500. Not 15,000, I would not recommend that. Put him up for something like 500. Because, you know, players like that might actually sell for that sort of money. So list him up, just go for it. You know, put them up for an hour, see how it goes. Parejo, you got to remember their quick sell prices as well, because players like Parejo, their quick sell price is 600 coins because that's the way they work. So put them up for 750. Just see how it goes. Put them up for a bit and see how it goes. So quick selling these players and selling them gets money in, which means you can use that money. Quick selling players are going to be handy. Teixeira, I don't think people are going to buy him right now, so quick sell him. If there's players that are going to be well sought after, you can put them up for a bit more money. Darren Fletcher's a BPL player, he might go for a bit. Curtis Davis, BPL. Janmat, BPL. These sort of players are going to be sought after because they want to just get a BPL team. High chemistry, just do it, whatever, go for it. And that might be something that you can use to your advantage. The next thing, staff. You know, do you need these stuff right now? Are you going to be opening packs? You need to think about that. Club items. If there's stuff in your club that you don't need, quick sell it. You know, I've got a lot of consumables. I've got a lot of bronze contracts and things like that. You're going to need that. But there, you know, you need to go through your club and think, am I actually going to use these? Chemistry styles, they're expensive. Architect and Hawk, these are expensive chemistry styles that you could just sort of get rid of quickly. People are going to want to put chemistry styles on their players. So that's what I would say. Moving on to the second one. There is a fantastic website, footbin.com. These sort of ones are currently under construction. But Footbin looks like an amazing... well, I'm telling you, it's an amazing website. I used it for 14. It gives you their exact prices. It shows you the cheapest buy it now, their average price. It's these sort of things that can really help you building teams when the game drops. Because when you have it, it's going to be really handy for you. Because you can see the prices of the players that you want to buy, see if they're worth buying, that sort of thing. That sort of thing is so handy for you. And utilize it to hell. Keep utilizing it. throughout FIFA, not just for the start, but throughout FIFA. The next thing I want to say is squads. When you have a squad, I would recommend the first sort of squad is a squad that you can rotate with. So buy players that buy 22 players, don't buy 11. Buy 22 players, 300 coins, do it, just buy them, because that means that you don't have to keep going after them and buying more buying more players, because they're going to have fitness, and fitness is going to be something that will destroy your bank account. If you can just get 2 teams, bang out a rotational team, done. You have coins. The coins are going to stay there, which you normally spend it on fitness, and you don't need to do that at the start of FIFA, because everyone is going to have pretty rubbish teams. You know, there's no coin sellers this year. That's going to be massive, and people aren't going to be able to, you know, bang out these amazing teams from day one. So utilize it, do that, because that's going to be really handy for you. The next thing I would say, if you just have a look on the transfer market, quality, gold, and just put minimum price, you just search. You'll start to see people are just sort of putting players up for like 150, 200 coins, that sort of mark. They're just sort of putting it out there. Look, like these, 41 minutes, okay, fair play, but these sort of players, you know, people aren't going to be looking all the time for Julio Cesar. They're not going to be looking all the time for Mario Mandzukic or Griezmann. These sort of players aren't going to be looking for all the time. But you have an opportunity to get players really cheap here. And it's a possibility that if you get them really cheap, Cabela looks amazing, by the way, I really want to use him. If you get them really cheap, you can put them in your team, they start to lose contract, put them back up on the market. One thing that I normally do is when a player gets down to a contract of 1 or 2, sell him. Alright, just go and buy that player again. You don't lose any money, and you can generally get them cheaper most times. So that needs to be something that you consider as well. The next thing I would say, look out for popular leagues and popular players. Barclays Premier League, always people want to buy Premier League players at the start. Always they want to buy them. No doubt, they always want to buy them. And you know, look out for players to invest in. If Rio Ferdinand is going to be a player that people want, you know, he's got high defending stats, think about buying him. Seamus Coleman, look out for players that are good, like Coleman. There's not a lot of right back options. There's Zabaleta, but if you can find players for cheap, just look to invest into them, because in important leagues, they're always going to be wanted. Mikel, 88 physical. Like, he looks like a great player. He looks like he could be really handy for you. And if they're in a good league, then think about buying them. Even though you might not use them, just look for players to invest in. And why invest in them? Because over time, they're going to get more expensive. Right now, it's only early access. But when the game drops, I can guarantee everyone's prices are going to go up, because there is an increase in demand, which means all of these players that you're kind of thinking about selling now, some of them might be worth keeping, because if you keep them, then price is going to go up. But what I generally do is get coins in the bank and look to buy like 1 or 2 really strong players that look like they're going to be important. Silvers, 5-star skillers, Brazilians, these sort of players are always sought after and always wanted. So look into investing for them, because they could be really strong for you. And also club items, I know you don't really need them, right? You can just play with these kits, it's fine. So kits is something that I always invest in later, because you don't need them. And as per every year, I'm gonna get the Wolves badge and the Wolves kits, and probably Wembley, because it's one of the nicest stadiums. I love the Donbass Stadium. There's just a joke going on with a mate about the Donbass Stadium, so it's great. But look to invest into them later. And Team of the Week, this is the last thing I want to say. Team of the Week. Every year, Team of the Week 1, the most expensive cards. If you get to like these 13,000, 14,000 coin players in Team of the Week that look like they could be discard, I can guarantee you they're going to be really expensive as well. By Team of the Week 10, 15, 20, these players are going to be like 30, 40k. If you just sort of let them sit, you don't need to use them. If you want to use them, use them. But you don't need to use them, just let them sit in club, because they're going to make you money as time goes on. So, I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like. I'm going to get started on the web app soon as well. I can't do it for my PS4 account because I haven't actually bought a copy of FIFA on that yet. I've pre-ordered it. I'm going to get it on day that it releases. But for right now, that's going to be it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will catch you all later. Bye bye.